keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats. To sell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Set, 20.
58 right there. Time to go. Night. Kill. Check three. No. King. Watch out.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking crap. Shit. Check. Fresh day.
Now Howard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Small. No. Check. Hey, away 33. 31.
A handoff running left is Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, I-7. Jim. Alert.
Mayfield on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight, watch left. Watch left. No. 3 down. Hey, watch 28. Mike 4. Alert.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
180. Down to lose one. Check the backer. Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Deuce. Up. 4. Hurry.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Middle.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Check nickel. Hatchet.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Tighten up. Hey, alert.
Running with Howard. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Out. Slam. Half. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Here we go.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
3 down. 43's the mic. 43's that.
Working out of a shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They're running it. SOS. Hey! Let's go.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know. Bang. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 33. Slam. Shoot. Big Ed.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Kill. Turn up. 56.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hey, watch the lane. Showing it. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Pollard gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's it, baby.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Point it right. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 49. Check 49.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the run. This side, baby. That's big. 52. Switch. Rush in.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike 50. And come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen. eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mike 4, I got you.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Miller. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Shit. Check.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third down.
Good. 180. Sneaky. All day, baby, all day. Spawn. No. Regular. Check 31.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Watch the twitch. Alert flare. Pistol. Cut. 25. What's that?
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
5 wide. Here we go, Deere. Check the backer.
To the air, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Round 80. Mike, 45. I got him. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. We didn't want this. Deuce.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pollard going to try the right side. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Switch. Check nickel.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to run again here with Pollard. They find some open field here. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there.
Go.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84. Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass 85, pass 85. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense.
Check 26, check 26. Check safety, check safety. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flow.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Check back.
Alert.
Blue down.
Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Shift. Tighten up. Kill. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
From the 41, Allen. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen now operating from the gun. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Slam. Watch the ship.
Hey, Echo.
Allen going to throw again. Jeffrey with a catch left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Leon Hall, the former Michigan man, in on the tackle.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You ain't doing
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Badgley's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Shift, watch the shift. Kill. Hey, alert 33.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 24, check 24. Show it up, show it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left is Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the